shipping changes.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome into the RockstarFlipper YouTube channel. Today is Monday, April 22nd, 2019, and one of my viewers who wished to remain anonymous sent me over a link today about your Amazon packages, the ones you are selling, being delivered to other folks, or items that you might be buying for yourself off of other sellers, specifically to the last mile. It's called the last mile delivery. You guys seen those Amazon Prime vans, or sometimes people that show up in their own vehicles or white vans and deliver to your doorstep. In fact, if you're in my Facebook group, you've seen some of the complaints where they just kind of toss your packages and haphazardly don't care. Now, I know that some of you, and including us, have had drivers, depending if they work for the Flex program or they're independent or however they're hired, whatever your area is, where they have to take a picture of your package at the front of the door. And so our door is a certain color, and so when we see that picture, we can, we know it's our door and that package was actually delivered to our address, number one, the right address, and two, actually delivered to the door and not just chucked in the front grass, wherever, because we kind of have a little bit of a walkway up to our door. And so as another step of security, Amazon is now requiring drivers to take selfies of their self. I'm not kidding, guys. Selfies in front of your door to show that they are the one that delivered your package, to show they're in front of your door at the correct address and with the package all the way up at the door. So no more of this tossing stuff, leaving in the front yard, delivering it to your neighbor on accident. All these security steps, including confirming that the correct driver actually delivered it. Now, why is it important that they know the actual driver as long as they know it got to the right place? Well, there's two reasons. One, security issues, to know that only the drivers that have been hired, vetted, cleared, identified, etc. are actually the ones handling your packages and putting them to your doorstep. And two, making sure that those drivers, which some of them try to cut corners and have other people, they subcontract, they do other stuff, those last mile and flex drivers try to get around doing the work, and they might make $1,000 for a route and they pay someone $800 to do it and they don't have to do any work and they get to make a profit, but they're now no longer handling your packages. They're the ones that have been approved. The people they're hiring, subcontracting to do it, are not approved by Amazon and not the ones that are supposed to be handling what could be a Rolex or a Gucci purse or some expensive piece of electronic or a $3,000 laptop. And so Amazon wants to make sure it puts a stop to that as well. So let's go over to my computer. Let's check out the story that Amazon is now requiring drivers to take selfies at your doorstep delivering your packages. All right, this story was off of The Verge, and it's also on all the other websites. Shannon Leal, at Shannon_Leal, for her Twitter. It will then use facial recognition to double check. And what are they talking about? The selfie that you have to take when you deliver. So as we scroll down, Amazon now making delivery drivers take selfies. It has confirmed to The Verge in a bid to reduce fraud using facial recognition. The company will verify driver identities to make sure they are who they say they are. The new requirement appeared on the Amazon Flex app to drivers, which I've done a video on Amazon Flex. It's the independent driver delivery. Notifying them they need to take a selfie before continuing work. Of course, Amazon warns drivers not to take the selfie while driving. Of course, they want you to take it when you deliver package. By asking drivers to take selfies, Amazon could be preventing multiple people from sharing the same account. That way, you can't get help. These efforts could screen out anyone who is technically unauthorized from delivering the packages. That's what I was talking about at the end there. Such as criminals who are attempting to use Amazon Flex as an excuse to lurk in front of people's homes. That's actually something I didn't think about. In the past, Amazon also had a problem with dishonest drivers who steal packages and even use fake packages to lure out thieves. The selfie requirement likely won't help with these efforts. However, after all, a thief can be exactly who they say they are and pass the selfie test. So in other words, drivers that are actually legit drivers just being dishonest. Can't really weed that out because they're approved to be a driver, they're approved to handle your packages, and then they decide to steal them. The requirements apply only to flex drivers who are promised flexible hours and getting paid $18 to $25 an hour, which, if you watched my video, was pretty accurate. The guy that was doing it was at like $18.50 an hour. They work as independent contractors using their own cars to deliver packages. So this won't apply to the drivers in the actual Amazon Prime vans. Amazon also notified drivers via the Flex app that their biometric data might be collected to confirm your identity from time to time.
prior to asking for the selfies. Amazon has come under fire before for making its factory workers meet unreasonably high quotas, forcing them to skip bathroom breaks and pee in bottles. In contrast, requiring drivers to take selfies seems like a very small ask. Uber implemented the similar policy in 2016. That could hint at how Amazon's new policy might turn out. Uber required drivers to take selfies before signing into the platform and taking ride requests. That I knew about. I know some people that drive for Uber, and so those are all things that was true. Google Uber driver selfie, and the first result that comes up is a person asking on a forum how to beat the selfie. People always trying to get around it. So some people, the transgender Uber drivers, of course, had issues with it. So there are some flaws and some ways that people could get around it, you know, a twin brother or something like that. But overall, that will ensure that the right driver is delivering your packages, that they are being delivered where they say they're being delivered, because they have to take pictures in front of your door, et cetera, et cetera. So pretty cool. A lot of companies, you know, require those name tags when the cable guy comes to your house and they send you. I got an email twice that I know of from two different companies when I had a windshield replaced. The windshield people from Safelite sent me an email with the picture of the guy and his name and his information, and he had the tag. And then also when I had recently the cable guy out from, it was Verizon Fios, now it's called Frontier here in Florida. They bought him out. That was also emailed to me, the name and picture of the tech that came out. So I knew exactly who was supposed to be at the door. Just trying to keep people safe. Good on Amazon for that, and not too much to ask of a driver for a 2-second picture. So Amazon selfies for drivers. Thank you, Shannon Liao, for the story. And I will link that down below for everyone to check it out. Tell me what you think in the comment section. And if you have had drivers who maybe tossed your packages in your yard, or if your drivers are good about it and actually put it in front of the door and take those pictures. All right, guys, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.